super clear water. Hin Lad Waterfall. Come on, conduct yourself. Alright, we're on this waterfall. Hin Lad. We are on the western side of the island. Big granite boulders in here, geez, look at this. There's another waterfall upstream as well, but it's kind of a bit far. I'm going to have to drive around to get back into it again. So for the moment we'll go to the one that got passed for. I made this path, it's very nice, it's a 63. I don't think. Really? In the 60s? It's crazy. Good for them. Alright, let's keep going. I think I missed the path. I think it's over on the right, so we'll go back. There we go. 37 to 45 minutes. Just pretty precise, 37 minutes. Well, this track is not really super touristy for the amount of the way they've started the walk. Surprised they're not trying to charge you to walk it either. Do have a donation box you can put in, so that's an option. We'll see how good their walk is, decide how much we should pay them. Something in there that sounds loud, but I can't see anything. Probably just it's a broken pipe, that's what's going on. There's pipes crossing the path. It's gone into a bit more foresty here. Probably halfway, I reckon, if that. A weird little structure thing up here, look at this concrete. Get a closer look. A little house maybe. No windows, no doors. Still following big pipelines here, so again this track would have been just maintenance for the water lines, and they're quite big water lines too. These are like government ones. Hey, there's a little dog in the forest. Hello. Hey. He ain't he's listening. 10 minutes into the forest and there's a shop. How the hell do they get here? It's crazy. A little fire happening. Sorry, crap. Alright. Little Trib dropping in here. You hear the water pumping, so definitely got some flow. I just don't think it'll be big, it's just flowingly small. Thought it didn't look crazy. And it's hard to match Namawang waterfalls from the other side. Not sure why this silk coloured thing's right around the tree, but anyway, track's still obvious. Little detour track here with this tree. I think it's extravagantly cool. I guess for Koh Samui years. But I've seen Australian fig trees, so meh. There's ain't nothing here. Past a couple of people. Family of 3 heading out, and then another a couple and a friend or something, the Americans on the way out. So like I say, it's popular-ish, but because we're not close to really the party side, a lot less people probably doing it, but we'll see up here. Just past 3 more people heading out. One bloke was down lower on the creek. I think he missed the track up where I was. This is nice. About 11 o'clock. Super humid today. I'm already sweating like ridiculous. Yeah. Here's another sign just to tell you we're on the way, obviously. There's a little cascade here I can see from the track, and jumped in and have a look. There's like a German couple, they're like, oh, it's up there further, it's 20 minutes away. I'm like, yeah, no, I just want to look at this. They're like, yeah, but we can direct you, it's up there, you can't see it from here. I'm like, I'm trying to see it, calm down, I want to look at this. And yeah, we've got a nice cool there, which is pretty cool. Really good swing spot, this one. Can't see anything directly there, so we'll just keep going on the track. He says 20 minutes to go. I highly doubt that's going to be that slow. First snail I've seen in Thailand, or shell. Another quality sign. Just in case you thought that was it. They're like, nope, it's further. And this track went up around the tree. Could actually kind of push right, but you don't need to. I think it's just a dry tributary. Almost looks like a track. This is the track here. There's also a little another left side track that goes back into the creek, which would be right above the cascade we were just at. So there you go. Another little sign tips around this other dry tributary. Just past another person leaving. So, see how many more are going to be up here. Alright, I can see pretty close. This is probably going to be close to it. Yeah, little track here. This is not really the way. I don't know if it dips in again, but we'll go down here just in case. We might miss this first level, which I don't want to do. It looks decent. What noise over here? I don't know what it is. It's like weird firecrackers, but not. There we go. Cool. Really high pressured pipe bursting water. It's just going through spurts of really loud. Look at this. It's sick. This is not even it, but it's cool. Wow. Let's get a bit closer over there actually. A little trib dropping in there, you barely even notice it. It's definitely not an island, because it's not coming through there. So yeah, a bit closer. It's saying that the Hin Lad Falls is actually technically just past it, so it must be just sitting right above it there. And then about 50 metres above that is a secret waterfall, which I don't think maybe people really know, but we'll find out when we get there. Oh, maybe this was the track here, so maybe this is the Hin Lad. There is a sock and stuff here. I cut in early thinking I was going to miss something. Maybe this is it. So maybe the track doesn't really go to the secret one. So to get there, we're going to have to cross and go up. That's what I think. Well, this makes more sense now. Well, just to double check that, we're just going to double up here and have a look. Make sure this doesn't have, it's not a junction track, but I don't think so. We'll see if we can see any track that goes up this way, but the other side looks easier to get around this for. I dare say this is actually it. Yeah, I'm not seeing another track. Surprised we got it to ourselves then. Here we go. It's good to the junction. Yeah. Kind of keeps going. There you go. Surely this wasn't it. But barely even discernible tells you to go in here to go to it. Alright, so I'm just gonna, I'll try this track up here before going back to the creek that way. see if it bypasses too far, I'll come back and retry from the creek level. Get snagged on trees. Bit of rope here, bit of netting. This is right on the hill. Alright, so this is pushing in nicely on the top, I guess. Some rope, some more netting. Pops in here. Jump over the rope, which is really good. Someone here with coconuts. Sawadee krap. Photograph. Well, here you go. That's the true waterfall. It's decent. Not bad at all. So, this Hin Lad Falls, this is where the track officially ends, and the secret waterfall that's above it is going to be a scramble if we can get up there, so I think it'll be a discernible track. A weird worm. Down into here, it's like a little level. Oh, it's definitely not cool. See if we can jump up the end around. Alright, here it is, up and close. Pretty staunch. So I was looking at going to the right. I was going to go up and along, but we've got a deep gully in there. That's going to be a problem. There's another tributary waterfall to see hiding in there. So I'm actually going to go up the Trib and try to swim up. This guy's here. They reckon that is possible. So see if we can get up and find the secret level. There's a rope at the face of the rock, which they actually climbed as well, but that's pretty nuts. That's a full barefoot job and so vertical. I'd rather take the choice chance of the scramble when we can see what's in there as well. And the left looks like maybe possible, but yeah, I think we'll go with the right option. The log is like purpley stuck under this boulder. Crazy. Let's get over here. Some girls over actually, so yeah, this is actually main bit of the creek splits, so actually the main drop's there. This is curving around. This is actually not really the Trib, but it's a sick side waterfall. And up there, if I can get over those boulders, that's where the Trib is dropping in, that's where hopefully we'll find our way up. So far it's a pretty vertical rocks, I don't know, but we'll give it a crack. So yeah, there's about 6 people over there, I think they're German or something. A few more people were here, a bunch of girls had just left. And she's like, oh, there's something amazing for you here. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm like, on top. And she's like, no, just here. I'm like, no, there's one on top. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah. And I said, it's a secret. She's like, oh. And she's like, oh, I'm sure you get there. I'm like, I'm sure I will. Let's see if we can do that. And there's a little rope in here, so they have pulled themselves up to get to that Trib waterfall. Well, I'll tell you what, it's actually not looking very good. And I've climbed up, used a bit of a rope, I'm on the slippery rock. I'm almost up, you've got to pull yourself up here, but the thing is, I don't know how I'm going to get down this again, because to slide off this, to ease myself back into this meter spot, I'm going to probably slip straight off. There's not lots to hold. I'm not loving the return climb. If I commit to this now, I don't know if I can get down it again. Like, yeah, there's a rope. It's a good for doodah because it's so hectic stuff with the sea. Once you go off the edge, you're just going to be falling. And I don't know what to do. Surely there's a better way. Yeah, so I'm not going to try and do that way. It's too dodgy to get back down. Even as it was getting off that 1 metre I was already standing on, it was almost like just ridiculous. My heart's just telling me to go left, so I can go off a natural side of it. It's going to be probably thicker jungle, but I feel like it's going to be better. So, I don't know, if you can get there, it's not too bad. It's just getting off it again. Yeah, well, instead of going right over, I can just go up here, which is what my original idea was anyway, to push up. And if we can find a way back down, dip into it again, dick around, but it'll be worth it. Let's see. Alright, so two things. One, up here, here's the water pipe. First good sign. Yep, you can kind of push that way. Second of all, look at this. Just found another little track that's hidden with some ribbons on a rope. So there you have it. A full extra secret track. So my instincts were right to come up here. Boom. Nailed it. Let's go. There's more netting here. So this track used to go more officially further, and for whatever reason they decided they're going to make people stop at that first bit. I don't know where the track goes now, it just ends. Look at that. I'm guessing that kind of goes up here. I can maybe drop in there now and be below that waterfall. There's another ribbon there. Let's have a look at this before we get too high. I'd like to get into that level where I was just trying to get to. Kind of a faint track here. So humid. It'd be good to go for a swim after this. It's going to be very hard to get into this level below. Still a bit of a cliff edge there. This will push us in, but on top. So really that rope down there is the only way to get in. You see this bit, it's not an extravagant waterfall anyway, this Trib, so I don't know why they dicked around with rope. Wasn't that detrimental or nothing special. That most of the Tribs I've seen, I haven't tried to get into them. So now let's try and find the best footing here. There we go. Oh, spiderweb. Bastard. Yeah, I ain't getting down that easily. But yeah, I was going to shoot up over there, but now you just cross over here and they can go up. So we'll get there. I don't know where that track was going, but we're off it at the moment. I don't think there's really much up this one. There could be another big waterfall as well, but chasing the main creek obviously. Well, there's another drop in here, I can see it already, so I'm going to get over a bit of rocks to get there, but it looks okay. I don't know if it's really meant to be the second one. We'll see. Just turn a little canyon in here. You can get through it hopefully. The butterfly lost its wing. Not quite sure why, but there's more pipes running this way versus coming down the main creek. So it's interesting. Maybe because this Trib still has alright flow and they thought maybe there'd be less debris breaking it, so the pipe's kind of safe on this Trib than it is the main creek where we could get massive logs and rocks rolling down it. I'm getting a better view. It's at least 15-20 metres. It looks pretty sick. There's a little small little pool in. You can see very gorged in. So it's alright, we'll get a bit closer, but I don't know if this is really, well, I mean the path was kind of going here, but I mean it's kind of weird that this is something they've you know, tried to get to and keep a track to. So yeah, I don't know. We'll definitely try and come back after and let's go up the hill there. Alright, here we are, up close to the side tributary falls. It's really carved its way deep into that rock. Real narrow chute. So yeah, probably a lot of people would never ever come here because one, they wouldn't think it was extravagant, and two, they wouldn't find that path. Besides, that rope looks too sketchy. Alright. Oh yeah, double back and see if we can get on top of the main falls and see what secret we can get. And we're going to go around, up around the other side of the top of the mountain. We could creek up it the whole way, but not going to, it's way too long, and it's like a hell of a way back to walk by the road. So after we find the super one, we'll come back down, shoot around to find the mountain waterfall way up the top of the stream, and that'll be probably it for the day. We'll go back to the beach, have a swim. We'll see how we go, see how long it takes. It'll still take some time to get up and back and around to the other one. I don't know how much time it's going to take on the one that's way upstream, the mountain one, so we'll find out. Yeah, I just sunk like hectic deep into this sandstone sand, and shoes are covered in shit now, wet and sandy. I normally avoid it. I went up the side on the way in, but it's definitely softer than it looks. It's just frustrating because I've got the sandstone all in the socks. At least I'm wearing socks with these today because it could have been worse. Anyway, let's go a little bit further back before we try and go up. You could almost start to try to cut now. It's still pretty thick. I don't know, we might find a way. Could give it a go. The pipe's visible there. Let's just do this. Really weird plant, super furry little berry things. With an ant underneath it, just crawled away. Well, an orange shirt hanging on a tree. Do some Thai hand, I don't know. Helps signify which way to turn back into the trip here, but anyway. Bush is not bad here. It's easy to walk through. That's good. We'll almost be above the waterfall. For those who've been following along, last couple of videos, yesterday, the day before yesterday, drone went in the water. I dried it out for 24 hours. They say you should really wait 2 to 3 weeks. But I was at a beautiful spot yesterday. Viewpoint with an amazing outcrop of all the island and stuff. I was like, I have to try and drone this. So I fired the drone up and it worked, luckily. It was giving me one error message about the gimbal. So here's a little track here, look at this. Kind of, you can hear the waterfall. I'm going to push into here, see if we're above it. Anyway, cut a long story short, it worked, but maybe there is still some slight water damage or something, I don't know. So I just decided I will leave it and not use it for at least a few more days. Maybe I have to skip it for the rest of the trip, which really fucking sucks. But at least it's working somewhat at this point. It could be internal corrosion, but at least it was fresh water, not salt. There's the edge of the waterfall, so we're definitely on top. See, now we got to find a way off this. It doesn't look too bad if I push that way. We've done well with this line, actually. Wait a while. Oh, Asian wait a while. First one I've seen. Lovely. I've been seeing some wait a while lookalike plants. This is the first one with the barbs. It's almost blocking the way to the creek. We'll get there. But anyway, yeah, I missed out droning the Nam Muang waterfalls and now this one, so this sucks. This is pretty big. And then I've crashed it on some one that was small that wasn't really worth droning at all. So that's just the irony of it. Anyway, you live and learn. But hey, we're here today. I'll have to come back one day and re-drone it. This weight all sucks. This is what I was worried about up here. Something thick like this. I'm so close, just gonna get around this patch of, oh, I just grabbed the barb, great. Couldn't see that. Gonna get around this to get to the creek and we're home and hosed. I guess we lost whatever track was supposed to be easy. All right, we're in. Mission, I found a little track, somewhat track again. We've done it. Oh, this is sick. So we'll go around the corner to find another secret waterfall, but for the moment, just go to the edge of the top of the main falls. So we wave at some cunts. And yeah, so far the vibe of what I'm feeling up here, for any of my Brisbane viewers watching this, reminds me of the top of Love Creek Falls in Cedar Creek, Sanford. There's a boat coming in, I don't know why. It's not holding that quite, maybe, I don't know. Yes, Love Creek is a shooting waterfall at the bottom, yes. But more importantly, once you get above that and climb on top, it's got really open slabs just like this. It reminds me of it a lot. It's not granite, but it looks similar. This is sick. So yeah, I'm really glad we got up here. My way worked well. I think it was better than Sketchy Rock and Sketchy Rock Face. Yeah, wow. It's wicked. I can wash the sandstone out of my shoes now because we've got deep enough water here. Clear enough water. Oh yeah. Rinse, baby, rinse. I really want to get the shoes out of the actually full of sandstone I had to. Try and get as close to there as we can. Probably go here. Yeah, that's sick. So it's almost got a lip. There's two people sitting there, can I hear me? I could try and go down one more little drop, let's do that. This top section's pretty sick. Look at it, eh? So looking at the right, it would be definitely a bit thick to get down, but you never know, I could get around. It's a bit hard, I want to get right on the edge, but it might be a bit difficult this way the water is. I waved again, the people saw me, so that's cool. I can kind of push over that, I don't know if it's really worth it. Oh, I can half do it, let's try. Well, if you could climb up the face of that rock, you'd be here pretty quote unquote easy, but it ain't easy. I'm pretty stoked to be here. Just up for tubes and barely tubes on the bottom, it's freaking sick. So yeah, let's go up and see the next bit. Actually, pipes running all different ways. This pipe's running from that Trib end from down here still. It's crazy. There's a little bit of rubbish along here, so it's washed down from the very, very top of the mountain, which sucks. There's a weird sound, I don't know what that is. Pump or something, it's a receiving waterfall. It's pretty sick, I'm glad we made it. We're not going to go really, maybe we'll get on top of it, but we're not really trying to go much further. So I want to drive around and get to the other mountain waterfall. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. That's grouse. I think we can get around it to the right anyway, it'll be pretty easy to go on top. Good stuff. Yeah, it's a sick little find. I don't hear that noise, it's like, it's really weird. Look at this. Secret paradise. So, I know I said it reminds me of Love Creek. It also reminds me of North Queensland because you've got a lot of granite up there. Nice wide open slabs. Yeah, it's decent. Funny people find this, they call it a secret waterfall, they put it on a map. It's like you just want to brag that you found something different. I found the secret, I want to tell you. Grouse. Super clear water. That's amazing. Pretty sick. The guy at the bottom must have been up here before. I don't know if he's leading a tour group, but he just seemed like he was German or something. But he's, oh, there's one up here, but it's small. Well, slightly small, but not much. More of a contained waterfall. It's sick, mate. Alright, so you could kind of scale that, but I won't. It looks a bit easy to go up here. Up and around. Alright, top of the falls. The valley. So, we'll pretty much turn around nearly. It's got little cascades around. Of course, there's going to be a lot of little things going all up the mountain. We're not going to go this whole route, but however, I just can see that bit of cascade there, so maybe we'll just go as far as that. We'll hop over these two little ones and then make that turn around. Look at this up here. There's a sign, a pump, and a whole lot of stuff going on. How they've got that in there. Way roads with pipes on the side as well. There's a pump there. Makes me wonder how the hell are they getting up here to put fuel in it to run it? Pump down their tanks? Maybe they pump their tanks once a month or something to come up here and Turn around, pump some more. Maybe that's what we do. It's a mission of life, eh? Take for granted the Western world's turn on a tap. Alright, so that little section's cool. So that was definitely the waterfall we were chasing, so we found the second one. This pump's not even in the water, mate. What are you pumping? Air? Classic failure. Anyway, the pump screws up. It's a lot of effort to come up here and sort it out like this situation. You'd be like, why does my tap not work? Anyway, let's see if we can get through this little bit. Might become too hectic on the side. Maybe we can go on the right. We'll see up here. Alright, so massive boulders here. There's pipes on the left. You could walk that way. The right side is even easier. But I think I might just go back. It's pretty good. This could be a long ass day if you want to go all the way up it. But like I say, let's just scoot around and get the main highlights. We've got the secret one. This is a bonus pool above it. So happy. Always got to get that a little bit, one extra, just to kind of just, you know, it's not about being better, it's just to showcase that there's more than what people think. And they go, hey, I found the secret one, and that's like, that's great. Do you know there's a secret above the secret? And that's what I'm about. And of course, there's way more secrets. Every creek has them, but I'm pretty stoked just to get that a little bit more, and just to see places really seen. It's what it's all about. Anyway, let's scoot out and we'll go find the mountain one up top. I don't think people really maybe go to that one as much. I don't know how the trail's going to be for the other one, but we'll find out once we get up there. I think all the tourism is based on this one downstream here. So, yeah. Really sick tour here. Oh man, I missed it. It was a massive water dragon, Asian style. I couldn't get a good look at it, but it was big like a lace monitor in Australia. Alright, just so for your interest, this is about 3.5 k's return with the extra little detour I've done up here, so it's not too bad. The mountain waterfall one upstream is only like 100 metres, 200 metres off the road, so you'll see. And then I've got 2 more shorter waterfalls to do, and then we've done it. We've completed the pretty much 10 or 11 waterfalls that exist on this island, so yeah, happy days. The spray painted arrow, with the blue garbage, the love heart. Someone once thought it'd be cool to spray paint the rock. I don't agree with that, you're ruining the nice granites. Alright, say goodbye to this bad boy. Let's get on back out. There's a banana tree that's growing on the creek here. Could be his best banana life. Alright, so just making my way back across this tributary to get down again. Couldn't find that orange shirt, it must be up there somewhere. But vine is still in my shoe. But there's a red X spray painted on the tree here, so it's one indicator of where to try to push in. There's no real track anymore, it's just faded out. That's fine, I'm just got to get down here, and I must have went, I don't know how I went wrong because the X is there, but who knows. If we can come out through here, there's the pipes. We'll pop us back in when we first come up. Alright, we're back on this faint ribbon top track, and we'll see if it'll push us down in a better way than I'd come up. And home and hosed. Just heard some people whistling down here, so see there's another whistle. If I run into them, I'll tell them I should go up the top. I can smell some bats in here too, eh? Bit of a whiff of that old bat smell. And we're back to the rope. There's the falls. This is where I cut up, so I don't know where this goes. Let's just see. Entertain it. New uncharted territory. I guess it just cuts down a slower gradient than I went up. Alright, so we're just following this water pipe track, and clearly we're a little bit higher in the creek, so it is a bit faster to move. I don't know. Well, this is it. It's feeding us back down. This is the junction of it. So you're barely going to notice it unless you're looking for it. Right there, barely discernible. Right in the coconut man's stash on it. Yeah, it's sick. Well, just came past the main falls, and there's so many people there now. Really one with that, where we only had 2 small groups and they left as they arrived. Now there's like at least 40 people. A lot of people just swimming, so crazy. I'm not sure where this truck just went. weird. It's like, oh, it bends down. That's what really tricked me then. This is the sign. But yeah, passing loads more people going in, so super popular. Surprising, but yeah. So it's gonna be curious to know whether the last three get any interest. But yeah, hope you enjoy this journey, guys. I definitely see why people have scoured up to find the upper levels, because they wanted some space. So yeah, anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace out. Alright, so this is the track that goes up. It's no real marking here. See why old mate got lost before and probably stayed on the creek. Hopefully, maybe I'm even on the wrong track. Ha! It is down. Must be another section. There's a sign there. Hello. Hey. Enjoying the sunshine, hey? Friend, hey, hello, what's your name? Hey, hey, you're cute. Can I take you home? Right, I'm going to Waterfalls. Right, so we're on to part 2, the mountain waterfall. So we got up here, alright. The road wasn't too bad, a bit rough, but survived it. Staying a little tracking into our creek. You can already hear the water raging. Just some bamboo railings, Asian special. We've concreted a little bit on the rocks to try and make it a bit better, but still very rough. Well, it's a free entry to get into this, which is nice. And see if it's bigger than the ones we found downstream. Doesn't look like there's many people here. One guy's behind me, so we'll just see if there's anyone else. We'll see how the track is. I was thinking maybe we could climb up it and then do a loop back up via the little road there, but otherwise we'll turn the same way. We'll see. A random swing halfway down the thing, because it's always good to have a swing / seat in the middle of your hike. Yeah, let's keep going. All over, almost here. Well, here we are, way upstream after all that. Waterfall, arrow, thanks. Not that I can't see it. Not sure if there's any little hidden drops there. Doesn't look like it. Looks very flattish. At least 2 tiers of this, what we can see. That's the main one, and we'll see if there's anything we can really get above it. A few days. Definitely more of a mission of the road to get up to this one compared to the ones that are downstream. Wow. Still a very wide river, like this far upstream, mate. It's cool. So I think we can kind of do a loop, because like the waterfall's marked further up, and then it looks like there's the way the river goes up and crosses the road. You can just meet it and back to the road that way, or there's even another little water track that starts again. This part here is no water track on the creek, but you just creek off it. So I reckon it'll work. We'll just see how we go. Alright, this is probably the main waterfall. It's pretty easy to walk, really. There's a rock here, you can't really get super in there. There's a rope up on the side of that. Looks like that's the easy way. I've got to cross back there. This side here, you can probably just dash around and be a bastard, so we'll go that way. Let's just get up here and kind of a better angle look. That's the best we're going to get. Ooh, amazing flow. Not sure what this river's called, but it's a good one. Alright, started up that. Wasn't too bad. This guy behind me is very slow. He's way back there, which is good anyway. Alright, so on top of the falls. Happy days. There's going to be the road again. There's a good little loop. That's really it. Pretty hectic. Guys going over there going, how do you get up here? Alright, top of the second stream, look at her go. Woo! Very nervous. It's gone very slow, but it's their own. Not sure what these ribbon things are, but they'll be colourful. Alright, happy days. I'm debating now what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at another waterfall or just go back to Vicky Beach Club and do them tomorrow, which maybe I will. Let's say probably 2 hours or something. That's it, happy days. Cool little cascade there. Last little drop. See the path was coming in from the right there. Nice little cascade. Ooh, thatch roof curved bar with Leo signs for the view. Up here. There's another little branch of the creek just there that splits. We've got around and have a look at that and got to complete this creek. Creek or river, I don't know which one it is, but it's one of them. I'm not really sure if there's anything just upstream, but we have a little duck area now. We'll just have a little cheese before we go. Yeah, look at this last little level. Alright, gonna walk up this steep hill to get back to where the car is, but fun little loop. Alright, well there you have it. Not bad to add that in if you want to drive around. Hope you enjoy this journey. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe for me. Hit the notification bell if you haven't already so you get notified of all the new misadventures. Catch you guys in the next one, eh? Peace out. Oh man, I wish I could have filmed it. I just saw a guy ride past on a scooter on this mountain road with the tiniest little monkey on his back with like a little chain attached to him. Like, what the hell?